Victor Wembenyama just made a complete mockery of the Golden State Warriors. There is not a scarier play in basketball right now than Victor Wembenyama facing you up from the high post right here. So there's nothing you can do. In this situation, Trayce Jackson-Davis is playing all the way up on Wembenyama. So one little jab step will get him off you, and now I can go to the middle of the floor. Look at that jab step right there. That gets Trayce Jackson-Davis leading baseline. Now Wembenyama can turn to the middle of the floor. Look at how many Warriors players are just staring at Wembenyama right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who wants to be wide open? Anyone can be wide open. This is not real life right here. A 7'5" center off of a defensive rebound pushing in transition. As long as he's got a full head of steam downhill, you know all the defenders are going to be backpedaling. So look at this. Just push the ball up the floor, full head of steam downhill. Trayce Jackson-Davis is playing off his back foot, backpedaling the whole way. Whoops. Now we're going to go behind the back, stop on a dime, pull up 3. Whoa. This is the scariest play in basketball right here. Victor Wembenyama in the high post. There's not a defender in NBA history that can do anything with this. Now, the Warriors are going to scram-switch out of this. Kevon Looney's going to come up and take Wembenyama. Podzemski's going to go to the weak side of the floor. And Kevon Looney does an amazing job. There's just nothing you can do here. He's going to turn to face you up. Looney's going to be all up in his airspace with his hands up. And guess what? He's 7'5". So you can defend this perfectly. Hands up, giving him no room. I'll just shoot right over you. Now Victor Wembenyama at 7'5" is about to break Trayce Jackson-Davis's ankles. The Warriors are in drop coverage. Wembenyama's coming off a pick and pop with Chris Paul. Look at him put Trayce Jackson-Davis into an absolute blender at 7'5". Warriors are in drop coverage off a pick and pop. First of all, it's easy to run him off the line because you have to leave your feet on a pump fake. Wembenyama can shoot. But watch him let Trayce Jackson-Davis back in the play, faking like he's going to a step back between his legs. Now as Trayce Jackson-Davis is coming out to guard that step back, whoops, as you're coming uphill, I'm going to go downhill on you, blow by Trayce Jackson-Davis, force help in the paint, and now Chris Paul's wide open. That's a 7'5" center. In transition, when Wembenyama's trailing the play here, Draymond Green cannot get lost helping right here. Wembenyama's coming from across half court. He's not even in the frame yet, but Draymond Green is lost. Look at helping towards the paint right here. So Wembenyama's just going to simply trail the play, splash. Victor Wembenyama can do whatever he wants in the post when he touches it. Whatever he wants. Here, Draymond Green is going to double in the middle of the floor. So Wembenyama is going to turn and face you up. Any up fake Victor Wembenyama wants to give here, you have to leave your feet if you want any hope of contesting. You cannot not leave your feet. So a little up fake, bang, that gets Trayce Jackson-Davis in the air and right to the cup. Same exact play. He can do whatever he wants here. Now there's no double coming towards the middle of the floor. So what are you going to do? All Wembenyama's got to do is take one dribble to the middle of the floor. And then, I'm just taller than you, I'll shoot over you, easy. Now the 7'5" center is the ball handler in the pick and roll. You can't run drop coverage because then you let him in the lane, and once he's in the lane, it's over. So the Warriors are going to hedge. Look at Victor Wembenyama take one dribble out to force Steph Curry out towards half court. Now I'm going to spin off you right here, keep the defender in jail. That allows Chris Paul's roll to be wide open. Steph Curry has no chance to recover. 2. Same thing. You cannot run drop coverage with Victor Wembenyama as the ball handler because if you let him in the paint, it's over. So again, 2 defenders have to go up to the ball. He's the ball handler in the pick and roll here. Stephon Castle's rolling. Andrew Wiggins now has to step up. That draws 2 to the ball. Everyone's wide open off these rolls all night long. The scariest play in basketball, Victor Wembenyama facing you up in the high post. There's no help coming to the middle of the floor. So one dribble gets you in the paint right here. Look at all the attention this causes. Wembenyama in the paint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Warriors defenders all paying attention to the ball. Who wants to be wide open? This just cannot be real. We have never seen this before. A 7'5" center. Podzemski's out ready to guard. Look at the ball handling. A little in and out dribble right here gets Podzemski leaning towards the middle of the floor. In and out dribble, boom. Blow by. That draws 2 more bodies. Who wants to be open? Lob. There's just nothing a defense can do. Now they're going to switch the pick and pop right here with Wembenyama. Podzemski's going to switch on to Wembenyama on the pick and pop. Victor Wembenyama's not making any moves here. He's just catching, and his size and length is going to get him into the paint. Like, he doesn't make any moves. It's just catch, one dribble, one step, and I'm in the paint. And he's just instantly drawn 3 different Warriors defenders. So now it's just, again, easy kick out. Who wants to be wide open? Blake Wesley now can just catch and go. Victor Wembenyama is 2 defenders defensively. The Spurs, this is a 5-on-4 for the Warriors in transition. Look at Wembenyama first, take Kyle Anderson, so that drive's not there. Then on the drop-off pass, nothing you can do. Trace Jackson-Davis, get that out of here. Then once Victor Wembenyama lands from that block, get right back in the play to Moses Moody off the offensive rebound, and we'll take that too. Victor Wembenyama is just going to score through every single Golden State Warriors defender right here. This is why you can't run drop coverage. Mamukelashvili is going to beat his man off the dribble. Trace Jackson-Davis is going to go help at the rim. Wembenyama is going to flare to the 3-point line. Once Victor Wembenyama is in the paint, it's over. So you got to leave your feet here. It's easy to run him off the line with a pump fake. So now Wembenyama is in the paint. Look at how easy this is. Kyle Anderson's going to come help. Podzemski's going to come help. Doesn't matter. One dribble, one step, finish through 2 Warriors defenders like they're not even there. Now the Warriors are in drop coverage off this pick and pop. So what does Victor Wembenyama do? Draymond Green's going to step up and help in the paint. Well, this is where Wembenyama becomes unguardable. Because now even when you shift over maybe the best defensive player in the league, Wembenyama can just stop on a dime and pop before the help even gets there. This is not real life. They're running a 7'5" center off of a down screen. And Trace Jackson-Davis, you have to chase over the top because he can shoot. If Trace Jackson-Davis goes under and goes up the gut, you're giving up an open 3. And there's nothing you can do. Catch and shoot. There's nothing you can do defensively with Victor Wembenyama one-on-one. He's not making any basketball move here. Kevon Looney's in perfect guarding position. All he's doing is taking one dribble to the middle of the floor. But because his strides are so long, he's going to get inside position towards the paint. He just took one dribble right there. And he's already got Kevon Looney on his inside shoulder. So again, this is going to force help. Again, 2 defenders go to the ball, and you're just walking right into an open 3 off the help. This is just outer space stuff. 7'5" center, they're running a cross screen to get him a post touch, right? Well, you'd be wrong. Look at Victor Wembenyama here, fake like he's coming off a cross screen to get Kevon Looney leaning towards the screen, then just come right back out and hit a Steph Curry 3 about 7 steps from the 3-point line. Outer space. Defensively, Victor Wembenyama can protect the rim even when he's not in the paint. Kevon Looney's out on the wing. Victor Wembenyama's always seeing ball and seeing man, even when he's guarding someone at the 3-point line. The second he sees Lindy Waters beat his man off the dribble, look at Wembenyama sees that, immediately collapse towards the paint, and you have nothing. This right here is where Victor Wembenyama is the most unguardable. Coming off a cross screen when he's touching the ball in the high post. There's nothing you can do. Draymond Green coming off that screen, what are you going to do? I mean, Wembenyama can shoot right over you, or Wembenyama, look at it, just wait for the double team right here, so I can shoot over Draymond Green when I want to. If the double comes, then we'll just look for who's wide open. It's Harrison Barnes, and that's 2.